All right, super cool astrology friends. How are you today? It's Aaron here bringing you some astrology for Friday, the 26th of July. Very exciting Friday, right? We got a very stable Friday leading into a very exciting, energetic weekend. But it's a very stable day as the moon is still in Taurus, all right? So we've had some breakthrough and some breakthroughs happen to us on Thursday, right? And leading us to new ground here on Friday, as the moon is going to connect and make a trine to Saturn, to Pluto, and to the south node. Okay, so what we need is stability. What we need is emotional stability, right? We're creating a new sustainable life. So all of this business up here in Capricorn, which is re-change and rethink how we're governing ourselves, and now it's just okay, well, in order to sustain this new way of living, I have to be able to do this day in and day out, day in and day out, day in and day out, and not wear myself out, right? Sustainability is the name of the game here. So it's just slow and steady wins this race. The tortoise wins this race, not the hare. The tortoise, slow, stable sign of Taurus, right? So now there's a couple cool aspects happening. So we've had that sextile between Saturn and Pluto and Neptune, okay? So now the moon is filling in this hidden gap, all right? So it's just let me show you. It's up top here. We've got Saturn. Now the Saturn's going to go all the way back to 13 degrees. So it's getting there during its retrograde cycle. We still got a couple more months of its retrograde. All right. Everything is retrograde right now. So we have this sextile, though, between Saturn. All the big planets, anyway, are retrograde. Saturn, Pluto, South Node. Okay. Sextile here. We're creating this brand new life, like we talked about, We didn't know how good this cat could have this life, right? It's all right, this is us. We didn't know how good we could have life. And then we're creating a sextile here. This happens earlier in the morning if I take it back a few hours. Yeah, there we go. The sextile is happening here in the morning with the trine as well. So it's just we're just feeding. So we're creating this new life. We're imagining and we're thinking of new ways, to follow our heart, follow our passions, create this new life, and to do it to where we can, again, do it every day and make it sustainable and find comfort in these changes that we're making. If it's exercising every single day where we didn't have a life of exercise, we're finding comfort in that. We're finding the need to do that. As Mars over here in Leo is really okay, I'm moving forward. And just like we had, the past couple of days, this Saturn saying, hey, let me check your hall pass. That's what's going on here. We're still checking the hall pass. We're still making sure, you are a leader. You are a leader of your own life. You are a leader to your peers, and we want to make sure that we're going in the right direction. We're following, we're still learning. We're still finding out more information. We're not capping ourselves too small. That's Neptune's job here, is to add more release, more expression of expansion to Jupiter's expression and expansion. All right. Making sure we're going in the right direction, making sure we're taking this higher path. And of course, always connecting with our heart center, connecting with what's real and what's home to us. Now, what's real? What is real? We have a subjective reality, which is my opinion of the world, my opinion. Whether it's a sunny day or a rainy day, if it's a rainy day outside and I needed the rain for the drought on my crops, well, then I'm rejoicing in this rain. I'm celebrating and dancing in this rain. My perception of reality is very excited. And if it's hey, I've got hosting a party out here and barbecuing for all my friends, and all of a sudden it gets rained out and the event's canceled, and it rained on my party, so then our perception of reality is sad. We can flip-flop back and forth very quickly based on what's going on. So there's the subjective reality, which is that opinion, the filter that's being put in front of the reality. The reality is it's just raining. It's just simply raining. It just is. And then my perception, the subjective aspect of reality, is how do I feel about that? What is my emotional involvement to the reality that's happening around me? What is my emotional interpretation of this? Right? Now, this is connecting all of this stuff that's going on here. Why I'm saying all of this is what's connecting to, we still have this Venus-Mercury conjunction. Okay, we still have this connection with the North Node telling us to follow our heart and our emotions. And as I say quite often, just because we feel it doesn't mean it's there. We can feel without, we can feel lacking, and then we have the support from all of our peers and friends and family all around us saying like, hey, I believe you and I believe in you and I think you can and I know you can. But we can feel quite the opposite. We can feel our perception of reality is that we're not enough. We're not good enough, right? And we've got, look here, Chiron and the sun, okay? A trine that's going to be happening over this weekend. Okay, so Friday at 3 degrees, Saturday at 4 degrees, on Sunday it's 5 degrees. So I'm telling you all of this now is one, just because you feel it doesn't mean it's there, right? But we have to take on our own leadership roles and we have to face the facts. We gotta face our own hard truths, our own hard realities that we are the ones that put us here into this situation, whatever it is. And even if we don't get those attaboys and attagirls and all of those pats on the back, that we have to be our own, sustaining our own fire, sustaining our own light, right? That is just super, super important. We're creating and sustaining our own fire. We're sustaining our own light. And we're doing it because of what we love and the passion that we enjoy in life. Our own, this is Leo. This is our creative passion, our self-expression. This is our ego having fun. This is, the sun doesn't dim its light for anyone, and neither should you, right? So be your own awesome shining ball of light out there. And to separate the emotion, because we've been swimming and wallowing in this very, very emotional state with the watery emotion, which is wonderful. We need it, but now it's just like, okay, we got to kind of pull forward with this a little bit and say like, okay, I can't sit here and it's not just me or just not my emotions. There's a collective going on here, and maybe I'm the one, maybe everybody is sad, maybe everyone is down, maybe everybody here is we're spiraling down. Then I can be the one to say, yes, I can. I'm going to turn this situation around. I believe in myself enough. I have what it takes to do this every single day, to compassionately and consistently come back unconditionally. Unconditional. The sun does never stop shining, never dims it 1 degree. Because it's too bright, Shine on! Shine on, astrological warriors. I love you. I wish you enough. Thank you for hanging out with me. Have a beautiful Friday. We have a very exciting weekend coming up as the moon's going to move into Gemini. It's very light, very exciting. But today, we're getting that ground, that solid ground, and finding our own, determination through this new grind of every day, taking on these new everyday challenges and finding the enjoyment and the pleasure in that. So, happy Friday.